Well, no, I mean, I have a line of question. I want to get back on the excessive returns, but I mean, I'm listening to pontification from Michelle, but for me, it's no different than political parties setting up research companies and getting money, and it's fraud. But I mean, they've got away with that as well. So I mean, we can talk about the department. The thing about this scheme, if you look at it, and I mean, we're accusing the general public who have applied for a scheme in good faith. The problem was the scheme was wrong. The general public weren't wrong, because you've been asked to speculate today, Andrew. I'm going to ask you a hypothetical. Hypothetically, if you needed 280 kilowatt of heat, would you go for 3 burners, or would you go for 1? Would you go for 3 on the basis you'll get 5.9 pence per kilowatt, or will you go for 1 at 1.5?
Obviously, you'd go for the one that's more lucrative.
And what have you done wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing, because the scheme has been designed badly. So, I mean, we need to be very careful what we're saying here about characterising public who have actually invested money in a scheme. The design of the scheme was wrong. The department are at fault for designing a bad scheme and actually publishing a bad scheme. But to actually tar everyone with the brush to say they've all committed fraud because they've actually looked at the scheme and said, well, actually this is more beneficial. I'll put in 299 kilowatt once a year, get myself 5.9 pence per kilowatt, and then I'll top up the other 80 kilowatts at 5.9, as opposed to putting in a big boiler at 1.5. Actually, that person has done nothing wrong. The scheme has been poorly designed.
Agree. So therefore, we have no evidence as we speak today of prima facie evidence of suspected fraud. It's possible and the starting point to look will be in category 4, not category. The case you describe is in category 2. That we need to look at. If it's possible to get it to enforce and put in getting back, we'll try and do so. But we do recognise there are limits, and I wouldn't raise expectations. We have a big problem